In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting. Hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards. I am your host. And today, what did you just watch? You just watched the beginning of the music video by an artist named Lil Munchie out of Chicago. The song's name is Switches. Somebody got a gun to their head. They're being forced to drink toilet water. They said it was some type of retaliation. That's neither here nor there for what we're talking about today. Who is Lil Munchie? Lil Munchie is one of the 4 people responsible for the murder of 33-year-old Chicago police officer Ariana Preston, she was set to walk across the stage tomorrow at Loyola University from getting her master's degree. You know, let me read this first, and then we'll say everything else I gotta say. So, they went on this 4-hour crime spree out there, just hijacking cars and robbing folks, right? So, let's just read the actual report of what happened in this 2 hours. It says, it started on Saturday morning around midnight on the 900 block of East 46th Street. A 33-year-old woman had just parked her car when she became the victim of an armed robbery. A half an hour later, a red Kia that was parked on the 4700 block of South Indiana was stolen. Then at 1:07 a.m., that Kia was used in the armed robberies of 2 women near 100th and Wallace. Less than a half an hour later, there was another armed robbery after a man parked his car near his house at 91st and Merrill. The crime spree ended with the shooting that killed Preston at 82nd and Blackstone. Shortly after that, prosecutors said the armed robbery crew torched the Kia used in their spree. If convicted, the suspects could spend the rest of their lives in prison. I got that from ABC 7 Chicago. We're going to talk to the regular folks, and then we're going to talk to these people. So, as a person who doesn't do music, and I'm talking to you if you're not a person that is active trying to do music, or you just a consumer of music, you always need to be on alert and always on the lookout for everybody, because now we've moved into this space where rappers will force you to be a part of their delusion. You see rappers riding around and making music video, like they'll like you saw in the beginning of this, taking videos of their rivals and putting them in the front of their videos and antagonizing and taunting people and egging people on and everything. This police officer was minding her business. She just finished her shift. She got shot in front of her house. She wasn't doing anything to anybody. These people, I'm gonna save what I gotta say to them, and because I ain't got nothing but venom and hatred for these people who did this to this girl, because they were saying that this was one of those people that she actually believed that everything she was doing was good because she wanted to help the people where she was from. She ran head first into problems. She put her everything on the line because she believed that, I don't care how bad it is, we can fix this, y'all. I can be one of them people who can do that. And when we got people like that, regular civilians, well, she's a police officer, but like when you got regular people who decide that they want to put their neck on the line because they can change something and they want to do something great, those are the people that we should show respect for. Those are the people that we should hold up and we should protect them. Unfortunately, this police officer didn't know that she was going to be a victim of a group of failed rappers. Just like all those other people in the previous hours did not know that they were going to be victims of this group of degenerates. The thing is, when you're walking around here, anybody can be a victim of anything at any time. They're forcing us to live in their fantasies. They're waving their guns in the camera, bragging about 30 clips, bragging about hollow tips, bragging about extended clips, bragging about guns and Dracos and being high. They riding around with each other in the car laughing, all on the live, taunting their ops and stuff. You really could be a victim of wrong place, wrong time. Literally just happenstance of being in the line of fire of some knucklehead Neanderthal degenerates that life in prison shouldn't be enough. It actually should be the death penalty, if we're being honest. Because I couldn't find one thing where anybody said anything bad about what she was trying to do, especially since she furthered her education and was trying to climb up the rank and do it the right way so she could change the environment. Watch out for these people who are married to their fantasies, because they're married to their fantasies, but your life is going to be that thing that gets divorced from reality. Remember that I just said that. Now let me talk to these people, these motherfuckers. Fuck it. We just gonna go all the way. Let's talk to these motherfuckers right quick. First and foremost, y'all are gonna end up turning on each other. Let's go ahead and put that out there. Y'all are gonna turn on each other. There is no loyalty amongst thieves. There is no loyalty amongst criminals. We can already see it's every man for itself. It's y'all gonna sit there and do that. My biggest issue with this in particular, this was something that's on my mind. And before I say that, don't come over here talking about, oh, you not from Chicago, you don't live in Chicago, you don't know what's going on here. It was deeper than that. Stop. Everybody is going through the same thing everywhere. So you can pack that up and send it over to ABC News if you got, something to say. I have nothing but hatred and venom for people who do stuff like this, because it's not like, one, you're not going and targeting your opposition. You're looking for sweet licks. And to just kind of backtrack to what I was trying to say to the regular people in society is either entertainers and then it's the civilian population. You thought that because you felt like you can hold up a gun, I'm talking to these rap niggas, you feel like you can hold up a gun and you can ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me, and yeah, we willing to pull that bitch or whatever. You don't know who you're encountering, because now you've killed a cop. You're not gonna, it doesn't matter how corrupt you believe or we see Chicago Police Department is. Y'all are cop killers now. So there's not going to be anywhere you're going to go where people are going to be able to let up on you. And not only did you kill a police officer, whether the police department is right, wrong, did you dirty or whatever, you killed a black woman, but y'all don't have that type of venom for the people who we supposed to be having this type of venom towards. Right now in Chicago, and this is what I wanted to say. Right now in Chicago, immigrants, not even immigrants, illegal aliens are being bussed up to the south side of Chicago, demanding WIC, demanding food stamps, demanding housing, demanding laundry, and demanding government benefits that your mother has to go out here and work for. Your mother is out here spending 30% of her check just on taxes, can barely afford to live in the poorest section of the most segregated city. And you're not down, you don't have that venom for people who don't deserve, and I'm saying it, for people who don't deserve anything because they came here looking for a handout and pushing you out and gentrifying you and making it so your mother has to struggle and try to, she can barely afford to eat and live and maintain where she's at. Somebody coming in saying, give me your tax money, take care of me. You don't have venom for them. You don't have venom for the people who did something to you. You don't have venom for this opposition you claim you had when you waved your gun in the camera. You don't have venom for them. But you fucked around and random people are becoming victims of your fucking rap fantasies in your head. Society will have nothing but hatred towards you for what you've done. And not because, this is what you're supposed to do. It's because you did it on the wrong crowd. You don't have the venom you don't have no venom for nobody who did shit to you. Random people at random times doing anything. You're going to burn the car. Like, y'all are so retarded. Like, it's so ridiculous to me that you don't have that same fire and venom for something that fucking matters. You stole a gun from a cop and you killed her. You didn't know she was a fucking police officer because you don't have no fucking discernment to see what was going on. They said she was supposed to be off. She was off duty or whatever. But I'm really just pissed off, and I'm trying to get this fire out of my heart because it makes me hate rap and it makes me hate rappers. It makes me hate where we are. Well, actually, I do. I hate where we are with this shit because now this shit is spilling over to innocent lives. See, I'm gonna be for real. I don't give a fuck about people killing their opposition. I don't give a fuck about you killing the nigga who did something to you or took something from you. But when you start killing random people and you start doing shit to people who didn't do a fucking thing to you, I have a problem with that. I'm not with that. I don't care about no nigga standing in no circle jerk, about to murder each other. I don't care about no nigga waving no gun at no fucking camera and making niggas drink toilet water. I don't give a fuck. If niggas... I'm at that point where... this sounds like hate speech. But I'm at that point where I don't have any hope for this culture. I don't have any fucking hope for when I go outside. I would give a fuck if something happened to somebody who did something to somebody else. I'm at that point. And I'm at that point because y'all continue to have all of this anti and all of this Anna, but you don't have it for the people who deserve it. I'm not about to say George Zimmerman is walking. He's not fucking walking around. If he was, somebody would have done something to him, because we're in this era now where people think everything it's all funny till you're sitting in the interrogation room, Lil Munchie, and all three of them niggas say, oh, that was that nigga idea. That was that nigga. He told us to do. This was his motherfucking idea. I didn't pull the trigger. Y'all gonna turn on each other and all for what? Maybe a few $100s, a couple cell phones, and a fucking... I'm at that point. I'm there. This is so disgusting to me, because it could have been anybody. It could have been your niece. It could have been you. It could have been me. It could have been any fucking body. Your aunt. It could have been your cousin, your sister, your mama, your that could have been any fucking body. Just wrong place, wrong fucking time, because these rap niggas and their rap fucking fantasies and their fucking fake ass lyrics that they can't live up to. And I bet you they probably didn't even mean to shoot her. They got scared, like, oh shit, this is a cop. Bow. And now it's like, now you're going to jail for the rest of your fucking life. Because nowhere you go is going to be easy and it's going to be okay for you. I'm fucking disgusted. Stuff like this just disgusts me. Because I don't like when innocent people have stuff happen to them, no matter what their fucking profession is. That's just a fucking job. Like everything else is just a job. But now, this person's family is ruined. Those other people are traumatized and got to rebuild their life. And you don't know if the shit you took from them was their lifeline, but you don't give a fuck. And I feel like we should start treating these motherfuckers like we don't give a fuck either, because we don't give a fuck. We don't fucking care when they die. We don't fucking care when they go to jail. Why should, like, for real, when I see stuff like this, I have to ask myself, why should I give a fuck? Why should I care? Why should we give a fuck about what happens to any of these motherfuckers who, once we find out, because they found, you know how motherfuckers do, they dig up your whole history when you do something. So they found out y'all are used to doing stuff like this. This is just a time where now it counts because you've crossed that fucking line. To hell with all you motherfuckers. Like, to hell with you. And we have to have people to come out and say, like, stop. I don't know. Something has to be done about this sector of the culture, because it's bleeding into everyday life. You can't, like, we already got to worry about going to the grocery store and being murdered. And now you got to worry about getting off work and being murdered. Kill these niggas, dog. I'm done. Like, this is not right. This one right here, it's not sitting right in my spirit. I'm sorry if I sound a loss for words, but I'm trying to figure out how you got thousands of illegal aliens coming and sucking your economy dry, and you don't have no venom or nothing for that. But some random person who believed enough in you, cause I saw somebody, that she would have killed them. Naturally, she wouldn't have. Stop the bullshit. Stop the madness. If I was her, which is too late, but like, I would have left you niggas in the dust. And that's where I'm kind of at right now. I would tell anybody Leave these niggas where they at. Leave them to kill each other in that dirt bowl. Fuck it. I would say pack your shit up and go do something somewhere else. Ain't no fucking hope for those people. And you'll ride the reputation of where you from, and we think that shit cute. We think that shit funny. Nigga, fuck them niggas. Let them kill each other. And that's where I would be with it. Because why you want to cut your life short for somebody else's rap fantasy? And we wonder why a person would get something that looked like us. They would get their shit and they would leave, and they would come back, or they wouldn't come back and they wouldn't have no attachment to what we got going on. It's because they could be a victim at any time for anything. I'm just disgusted. Like, I'm so fucking disgusted by this. Like, I usually will see stuff and it's just kind of like, damn, that's fucked up. But this is just one of those times where I'm fucking disgusted, because I know what it's like to actually believe in people and believe that it's fucked up, but dog, we can get this shit together. But now, this might really be the thing for me, where it's just like, if they want to fucking kill each other, let them kill each other. Who gives a fuck? And it's like, I don't want to feel that way, but it's like, do we want to live as civilized people with active thinking brains who are living in the real world? Or do we want to be victims of niggas' rap fantasies? That's you know, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, because I think I've said enough crazy shit today. My name is Nayim. I will holler at you.